Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Triple H recently opened up about his relationship with Vince McMahon backstage before the former WWE chairman left the company for good in January 2024. The chief content officer revealed some details about what happened between him and his father-in-law when he was in charge of NXT. Speaking on the High Performance podcast, Triple H was asked about what it was like to work under McMahon. They had a personal relationship due to his marriage to Stephanie McMahon. However, backstage, Vince served as a mentor for him, playing a key role in what he's doing in WWE today. The King also revealed that the former CEO was doing things that bothered him, especially when he was booking NXT, and they will have different perspectives on shows. He added that the ex-WWE chairman became more controlling when he got older. Triple H also named Pat Patterson, Killer Kowalski, and Dusty Rhodes as his mentors in making stories and anything creative involving pro wrestling. At one point in every wrestling fan's life, especially those who grew up watching Triple H, have done his trademark water spit at least once. It's one of the most iconic entrances in WWE history, and the game has revealed the origins of it. Juan Paulo David has been covering all things WWE for Sportskeeda since 2020 and has 8 years of experience in content writing. He holds a degree in agriculture but has been a fan of pro wrestling since a kid. This love for the entertainment sport led him to write about it. Juan writes well-researched articles, not only to ensure that he presents readers with correct facts and figures, but also because he wants to learn as much as possible about the topics he writes about. Edge is Juan's all-time favorite wrestler. He grew up watching Edge and Christian and was a huge fan of their tag team. So much so, that if he could go back in time he would manage the duo, and let them know that he can play their entrance themes with a kazoo. Besides wrestling, Juan loves to watch NBA or a Dortmund game. He also enjoys watching TV and movies during his free time. He works as a writer in SK's basketball division. For over 2 decades, Paul Triple H Levesque stood beside, behind, and at times across from Vince McMahon, the man who built WWE into a global juggernaut. But in a stunning twist few saw coming, the silent warrior of the squared circle has finally opened up, breaking his silence in an emotional and candid interview that has sent shockwaves through the wrestling world. There were some things that bothered me, Triple H admitted, his voice steady but reflective. Things I never thought I'd say out loud. But it's time. In a dimly lit studio set for what was billed as an inside conversation, Triple H leaned forward, lacing his fingers as he chose his words carefully. For the first time since McMahon's shocking departure from WWE, following a series of scandals and corporate restructuring, the man who now wears the creative crown spoke with a transparency fans have long hoped for, and insiders feared. For over 2 decades, Paul Triple H Levesque stood beside, behind, and at times across from Vince McMahon, the man who built WWE into a global juggernaut. But in a stunning twist few saw coming, the silent warrior of the squared circle has finally opened up, breaking his silence in an emotional and candid interview that has sent shockwaves through the wrestling world. There were some things that bothered me, Triple H admitted, his voice steady but reflective. Things I never thought I'd say out loud. But it's time. In a dimly lit studio set for what was billed as an inside conversation, Triple H leaned forward, lacing his fingers as he chose his words carefully. For the first time since McMahon's shocking departure from WWE, following a series of scandals and corporate restructuring, the man who now wears the creative crown spoke with the transparency fans have long hoped for, and insiders feared. When Vince McMahon officially stepped down amidst controversy, many saw it as the end of an era, and perhaps the beginning of a new one. Triple H, already revered for his work revitalizing WWE's developmental brand NXT, was thrust into the spotlight, taking over the creative reins of the main roster. Fans rejoiced, ratings improved, locker room morale soared. But behind the scenes, the transition was anything but smooth. There was no passing of the torch, Triple H revealed. No handshake. No, this is yours now. It was more like a silence that echoed louder than any farewell could. For years, Triple H had worked tirelessly to uphold the legacy McMahon built, even when their visions clashed. I learned from Vince. Everything I know about this business, at least the business side, came from him. But we didn't always see eye to eye creatively, he confessed. Behind the grueling matches and electric promos, tension had long been simmering between the two titans. While McMahon's approach leaned towards spectacle and star power, Triple H's vision centered around storytelling and long-term character development. I remember pitching ideas and getting that look from Vince, he said with a dry chuckle. The one where you knew it was a hard no without him even saying it. One of the pivotal rifts came during the collapse of the original black and gold NXT brand. Fans widely regarded NXT as Triple H's masterpiece, a sanctuary for pure wrestling and compelling arcs. But when McMahon and then NXT boss Bruce Pritchard decided to rebrand the show into NXT 2.0, introducing brighter colors and younger, greener talent, Triple H was sidelined due to health issues, and his influence dwindled. I came back and barely recognized the place I had helped build. That hurt. I won't lie, he admitted. Triple H made it clear. His silence wasn't indifference, it was strategy. People thought I wasn't speaking up because I was afraid. It wasn't that, he said. It was about timing, about respect. And maybe a part of me hoped Vince would one day see what I saw in this new generation of talent. He paused before adding, but he didn't. Or he wouldn't. According to Triple H, it wasn't about ego. It was about evolution. The business has changed. The fans have changed. But Vince's way was still very much stuck in a time when pop culture hadn't moved on yet. The tipping point came during what many now refer to as the creative conflict era, when McMahon, despite stepping down, reportedly continued to influence booking decisions remotely. Rumors swirled of last-minute script changes, talent frustrations, and behind-the-scenes chaos. It's hard when you're trying to build a story, and someone's tearing pages out of your book, Triple H said, pointedly, but without bitterness. Ultimately, when the new WWE leadership solidified and McMahon's influence waned following the company's merger with Endeavor, Triple H was handed full creative control. And since then, there's been a notable tonal shift. More nuanced rivalries, longer story arcs, and increased emphasis on in-ring storytelling. Despite the professional power shift, the emotional cost of the schism wasn't small. Vince McMahon isn't just a boss to Triple H, he's family. McMahon is his father-in-law. That complicates things, Triple H acknowledged. You're not just working for a company, you're part of a family legacy. But when personal and professional lines blur, it gets messy. There were holidays where things felt off. Conversations that used to be open became guarded. When asked if he and McMahon still speak, Triple H offered a tight-lipped, "We've talked, but not like before." Even with the weight of history, disappointment, and creative clashes, Triple H expressed no regrets. "How can I regret any of it?" he said. Vince built something incredible. He changed the face of entertainment, but that doesn't mean it can't grow beyond him. It has to, for the sake of the fans, the performers, the future. He looked directly into the camera as he delivered what felt like both a promise and a quiet challenge. "I'm not here to erase Vince's legacy. I'm here to honor it by evolving it." With WrestleMania 41 looming and a crop of rising stars like Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, Ron Breakker, and Gunther blazing new trails, WWE under Triple H is more future-forward than ever. And while Vince McMahon's shadow may never fully disappear from the company's lore, the game has changed, literally and metaphorically. Every time I walk into gorilla position, I think about him. Every cue, every reaction, I hear his voice. But I also hear something else now, my own. And maybe, finally, that's enough. Triple H's silence, once interpreted as passive loyalty, has now been redefined as resilience. His willingness to speak, to share the complexities of a relationship that shaped him, reminds the world that even in the world of larger-than-life personas, the most powerful stories are the real ones. "There were some things that bothered me," he repeated near the end of the interview, "but there were also a lot of things that built me. I owe Vince a lot. And now, it's my turn to build something worth passing on. Let me know if you'd like a version tailored for a specific platform, like YouTube, Instagram, or a blog, or formatted as a script.